If you're looking to start meditating, there's a couple of tips that I wanted to share with you to ensure that you're actually dropping into a meditative state as opposed to just sitting quietly on your mat. The main thing is the spinal cord. So you have an energetic spinal cord that runs just like your regular spinal cord. It's called the Sushumna, and it needs to be completely straight. So you want to take a minute to imagine that someone is pulling a string from the top of your head, and this is elongating your spine. And you'll find that your shoulders drop down slightly, and then your chin tucks in to open up the back part of the neck. So the spine has to be totally straight for the whole time. The legs don't matter. So we always start in a cross-legged position, but if your legs were straight, or sometimes when I'm meditating, if it's a long meditation, I'll come into this posture where one leg comes over the other. As long as the spine is straight, it's okay. It doesn't matter. So the answer is yes, you could technically meditate sitting in a chair if you're not used to sitting on the floor and find it terribly uncomfortable. And the other answer is no, you cannot meditate lying down because the state of meditation is very similar to the same state as sleep. So typically when we lie down, we drop into sleep and you miss that little space between total consciousness and unconsciousness, which is where our meditation takes place. So try to sit up either in a chair or on the floor. To make sure the spine stays straight, you can grab a folded towel, a mat, or even a pillow like this, and you just place it right underneath your hips. So you're not sitting completely on this pillow. I'll turn sideways so you can see. You're just sitting right on the edge of the pillow. And that is going to help your hip bones to fall forward, because anatomically we tend to have our hips fall this way, which causes rounding in the spine. So when you come into a seated position and try to keep your spine straight, it gets really tiring, really difficult. So if you can find a pillow or something to put here, you'll see that you'll be able to meditate and sit quietly for a much longer period of time and stay comfortable. And then finally, you want to think about where you're gazing. The gaze needs to be right here at the third eye when you first start. As you go in different meditations, you'll be asked to either look at the tip of the nose or at the crown of the head or eyes half open. It's different for every meditation, but if you're just learning, the main place that you want to look is right here. It's called the third eye. So right between your eyebrows, when you close your eyes and you make your eyes look in that direction, it kind of feels similar to crossing your eyes. But what's happening is your optic nerves are shifting in your head and they're starting to press against your pituitary gland. And that gland is going to secrete a hormone that's going to slow the brain waves. And when the brain waves slow down, you come out of that constant mental chatter and you fall into this still state called shunya. So those are the main tips that I wanted to share with you for meditation. Finally, last but not least, I don't want to forget to tell you that meditation, there are time markers that are going to help you with your meditation. So if you are meditating, don't expect anything to happen for the first 3 minutes. In any meditation, for your first 3 minutes, your mind is going crazy and trying to get you out of it because it doesn't want to sit still and it doesn't want to be quieted. And then when you hit that 3-minute mark, your mind starts to slow down. When you get into the 7-minute mark, 11-minute mark, that's when the 3 aspects of your mind, negative, positive, neutral, all start to merge and work together. There are other mile markers, especially in Kundalini Yoga, that we aim for. 21 minutes, 31 minutes, 62 minutes, or 2.5 hours. So those are our mile markers where we're having physiological shifts. At the 21-minute marker, even your blood starts to shift and change because you've got all these hormones that are being secreted because you're dropping into this real deep meditative state. So I hope I answered some of your questions about meditation. There is nothing that can replace experience. So there's lots of meditations you could practice here. Give them a try and see what you think.